Freja has a 3-day free trial weekend from Friday, March 21st to Monday, March 24th. Freja officially launches on Tuesday, April 22nd when Season 16 begins. The numbers in this video may change by then, but this should give you a great breakdown with tips and tricks to help you get started. So first, Freja is a medium to long range sniper DPS hero with 225 HP. The Revdraw Crossbow is the name of her weapon and it has 12 base ammo. The primary fire rapidly fires these bolts out, kinda similar to Hanzo's storm arrows. It deals 30 damage each with 60 damage for a headshot, so a standard 2x headshot multiplier. From a distance, it looks like there is no damage fall off. One thing I noticed is that there's a little bit of natural recoil or spread if you hold beyond 4 auto attack shots, so your accuracy will start going down. So look at it carefully. 1, 2, 3, all straight lines here, 1, 2, 3. But look at 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4th shot is off. And again, if you hold down the button for all 12 shots, you can see beyond 4, it's all just spreading out randomly. I have a quick tip for you to aim with your secondary fire ability, which is called Take Aim. So it's actually about 4 auto attack shots into the 1 take aim shot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, take aim. 1, 2, 3, 4, take aim. That is actually the perfect rhythm or timing to match the automatic reload timing. So this is gonna be your primary poke tool in between your ADS or your aim down sight. So speaking about the take aim ability, this is actually your bread and butter move on Freja. This ability lets you aim down sight and slow down time if you're airborne to line up a single explosive bolt shot. This deals 40 damage directly on the initial bolt and then explodes for 90 damage, totaling 130. The initial 40 damage bolt can headshot, bringing it up to 80 damage plus 90 explosion, totaling 170 damage. The explosion damage actually has a fall off range of about 90 damage to 30 damage, so any nearby enemies will take some sort of that splash damage in between that number, as long as they're in between about 2.5 meters away from the explosion. It also looks like that explosive bolt has a very slight knockback effect. Now back to the mechanics of it, remember you can slow down time for up to 3 seconds when you're airborne. So you can do it if you're either A, falling down from high to low ground, B, while you're jumping, or C, using one of your movement abilities, which we'll get to in a moment. I'm actually going to start with her Updraft ability first. This is self-explanatory, as it's just a big vertical movement boost to get you up into the air. You go about 10 meters into the air based on this very janky ruler tool that I used. The whole point of this ability is to get you to start using that take aim ability to slow down your momentum and to start finding some better angles onto your opponents. The next movement ability is called Quick Dash. This ability is also pretty self-explanatory, as it simply vaults you forward in the direction that you're moving. The big thing with this ability is that it instantly reloads your take aim explosive bolt. So that means you could theoretically fire 3 explosive bolts in very quick succession if you burn all your dashes. You also store 2 charges of the dash with a cooldown of about 4.5 seconds per dash. For the ultimate Bola shot, when hitting an enemy, it deals damage and it can actually pull other nearby enemies into it. This deals 25 damage on a direct hit, and then 75 damage over 2.5 seconds, and then a 100 damage splash starting from the center of it, which scales down to about 60 damage at max range of maybe 5 meters. With some quick testing, it looks like the pull range is about 5 meters. So some important things to note are that 1, pulling nearby enemies only works if you hit someone directly. So if you just kind of throw it in between enemies, they will only take the splash damage but will not be pulled in. The second most important thing is that this has a hindering effect on the person ensnared by the Bola. Meaning, you will stop a Doomfist using Rocket Punch, for example. You will also stop a Junker Queen mid-ultimate. Anything that Cassidy's Flash Grenade hinders, this Bola shot can do the same. Alright, let's move on to her unique passive called Bounty Hunting. So every 3 final blows means you have to get the actual kill, you will earn bonus ultimate charge. It's indicated in the center of your screen by those 3 marks. And you'll notice that once you get your 3rd kill, you actually gain 25% ultimate charge. If you're sitting on your ultimate, you can actually bank or store these max charges, those 3 max charges. So the moment you actually fire off your ultimate, you'll notice that you instantly consume those charges, and then you'll start off at 25% towards your next ultimate. Okay, Freja perks. For the level 1 minor perks, we have Frost Bolts, so enemies hit by 3 regular bolts in quick succession are going to be slowed by 20% for 2 seconds. Now, I noticed that once it wears off completely, you can reapply it pretty much instantly, so this is a very strong perk against Wrecking Ball, for example, because that slow is enough to stop him from fireballing away after an engagement. The other minor perk is called Tracking Instinct, where critical health enemies are revealed to you. Critical health means less than 25% HP, and that allows you to ping them as well for your teammates. For the level 2 major perks, we have Ready to Hunt, where using Updraft grants a temporary free use of Quick Dash. It looks like you have about 3 seconds to use that free dash, which does mean you could theoretically use 4 of those Take Aim bolts very quickly if you take this perk for some major damage. The other major perk is going to be called Relentless Barrage, where direct hits with your Take Aim will refund 4 bolt ammo. So remember at the beginning of the video how I said you can actually fire about 4 auto bolts before the Take Aim naturally reloads? Well, if you actually opt for this major perk, you can pretty much do this infinitely without ever having to reload if you're looking to relentlessly barrage the enemies like so. Alright, and that should about cover Freja to help you get started. Thank you for watching my ability breakdown, and I'll see you guys on stream.